Ladies and gentlemen, and we back. I had to make another video about WWE 2K, referring to 2K25 and going on to 2K26. What I would expect, want to see, and which will make it a breakthrough game if they add the feature of fighting up the crowd steps for the first time, leading to under the tunnels. When you get all the way up to the top of the steps, y'all, leading under the tunnels to new backstage areas. And this is what I'm getting at. The new backstage areas, of course, it shouldn't be one big room. I feel like they should smaller the size of the room, because in each room in 2K25 is always one big area, right? If we shorten and smaller the size of the room down, that can give us the different portions. And that way we can go through doors and different areas and locations of the backstage area instead of just fighting in one big space. That's what I feel like that should change, and it will make the game much more exciting if we get the chance to explore, y'all, different areas instead of just one big space. Now, fighting up the crowd steps, it should be on both sides of the arena. It should be on the left side, of course, and the right side, and the back side. Each side where it has stair steps or stairwells, I feel like on all sides in each area and locations of the arena that they have stair steps, we should fight up though. We should be able to fight up those stair steps for the first time ever, which will make it a groundbreaking breakthrough game and more exciting than ever if you're able to do that. And once you get up to the top of each stairwells and stair steps, whatever side that you want to like fight up the stair step, each side of the arena, whichever one you choose, it's going to give you like different outlets once you get up there and go into the tunnel. And once you go backstage, it's going to be like an upstairs portion of the backstage area. It's going to be like in a circle. It's going to be like a 360. So just think about it. You got one big area right here, and each side and each outlet, when you get up to the top of the stairwells, is going to be the tunnel. And then you're going to come through the tunnel, you're going to still be backstage in the upstairs portion. And if you go to this side, fight up this side of the stairwells inside the arena, it's going to lead you up to the same space. So each stairwell and each part, once you go through under that tunnel, it's going to lead you to different areas and outlets depending on which stairwell you go on. But it's still going to lead you to the same area once you get backstage, because you're going to still be upstairs. It's just those different tunnels that you're going to be able to go under and fight up under through those stairwells of each side of the arena, which will make the game that much more exciting. You catch my drip? So, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I feel like with my help into the 2K developers, if they want to really make something groundbreaking, a breakthrough game, it's got to be something that we've not only never seen before, but something that I feel like that we'll never get tired of. That's one of the things. Now, in the universe story mode, I feel like the Lionel Jenkins, he should have a partner that's going to help him be able to expand the universe and make it much more fun than it ever was before. I love the effort and the attempt that they did with 2K25, the universe story mode, but it's still 70% incomplete. And I feel like the rest of the 30 will only be better if they add the subtitles. If they add the subtitles to the superstars talking, if you can't get the voiceovers, if y'all able to get the voiceovers, or at least the AI generated, if y'all can get the permission, if y'all could just fight for that 2K to get the permission of the voices, then you know how great that'll be. But I understand if y'all are not able to do that, but that's groundbreaking, right? So if you're able to do that, or just add the subtitles, some sort of type of dialogue subtitles, that's needed. That's mandatory. Like if you can't get the voiceovers, at least get the subtitles. That's very mandatory, man, because it's very awkward to see the superstars come in the ring on 2K25 and not to see no subtitles at all, and them just holding the microphone and you hear the commentary. That's very awkward, and I feel like it's going to get really played out really soon. I'm already tired a little bit of it, but the cutscenes is what's keeping me in the universe mode. So, subtitles or AI-generated voiceovers, fight for that as hard as you can, 2K, to make this game, to take it to the next level. Or just, if you can't do that, like I said, just add the subtitles to each wrestler to make it feel like that's them actually talking. Especially Jacob Fatu, for example. You know, when he say yada da I mean, or if he cut his promos before he before he come out into making his entrance, it would be dope if we could have a Jacob Fatu, if we could have the choice to select a promo for Jacob Fatu each time before he comes out and he walking backstage, going towards making his entrance out into the arena. That would be dope. That's groundbreaking to me. It's something that's never been done before. And also the universe mode. When they cut the promos, I feel like you should be able to cut the promos not only just in the ring. You should be able to cut it on top of the ramp, or you should be able to cut it in the crowd in the stairwells, like the stairs that I was saying you should fight up. You should be able to fight up. You should be able to cut the promo up there, or you should be able to cut a promo anywhere backstage that you want to. Parking lot, anywhere. Outside in front of the arena, anywhere. And speaking of outside in front of the arena, 2K, this is going to bring me to the backstage segment of the topic that I also want to speak on. Like the backstage areas, I feel like the 2K24 backstage areas all should be scrapped. We need something fresh. And not only fresh, but just remastered at the same time. And I say remastered because we're going to bring back the NXT parking lot, I'm quite sure, right? We're going to bring back the archive room, I'm quite sure, right? Remaster both of those backstage areas and make it to where you be able to explore more into that parking lot. Or if you're not going to be able to expand it and for us to be able to explore more into that parking lot instead of just having us in one tight spot, the building that you slam the opponent and you break the glass through the door, we should be able to go inside to, fight inside and explore those backstage areas that's going to lead us back to the arena, into that spot. Not just smash somebody's head through the glass and not be able to go inside the building. That's why I said that things like that shouldn't be limited. We should have all access. And that's what's going to bring me to this point right here, into free roam. We still ain't got free roam. It's not really giving us justice to having free roam when you got the island. Because the island wasn't something I expected at all. I expected to have like a city look to it, but now it's kind of like some fictional, just going around into this little space and to different stores with my superstar player that you created. And I wanted it to be an actual WWE superstar that we could be able to go through the island mode and free roam and actually have a city feel to it, like a Times Square or a SmackDown hotel or a grocery store. Or, just something, or see cars going up and down the street. Something that'll give like a Grand Theft Auto approach to it that will make the game exciting and fun. I feel like for 2K26, it should be a city mode instead of an island. I know that the island, it only makes sense because, we have the Bloodline and we have Roman Reigns. And that's the reason why I got the game. But, neither here nor there, I feel like in 2K26, it should be a city mode that have a city feel to it. It should be a whole lot bigger than the island was. And they should change it to where it should not only be just something for the My Creator Superstar, because I feel like that is kind of like a My Rise Part 2. We're going to get in touch to My Rise in a few minutes also. But I feel like the city mode should give, it should be an opportunity for the first time, I feel like, for WWE 2K to give the opportunity for us to play as actual WWE superstars. That's something that'll be a whole lot more fun to have a Roman Reigns or Bianca Belair, going through the city or walking through the city, or being able to get in the vehicles, driving, in the streets where you see other cars, see pedestrians on the sidewalk, give it that Grand Theft Auto feel. Because the reason why I bring that up, 2K, because y'all, I don't want to say competition, but Madden 26 is bringing an all new feature to where in the Super Bowl, once you win the Super Bowl championship, they're going to give you access to be able to go out into the street and celebrate with the fans and have a little Grand Theft Auto approach to it and feel to it, where you can free roam, celebrate, and do whatever you please for the first time ever. That's like game changing. That's a game changing feature. So I feel like for 2K, if you're gonna bring the city mode, make it to where you have a portion that you have like you can do the My Creator Superstar, the way you want to like go and get your VC or whatever. And do the same thing with the island, but it'll be a city instead. But also have another story mode to where you can actually use the WWE superstars or the divas and have them to be able to, like, it's like a universe story mode, but it's like a city mode with a storyline with a road to WrestleMania approach to it, to where you're going to have a goal to try to get a championship and it's on your road to WrestleMania. But if you don't want to name it Road to WrestleMania, you can have it the City Part 2. Or not the City Part 2, but the city. but it's a feature that's, you know what I'm saying, for the WWE superstars. That's what I thought that was going to be for the island. That would have been crazy. That's game changing. And I'm just here lending my a little bit of my piece, because I know exactly what the feeling of how I used to feel when wrestling games was fun. When you get, SmackDown, here comes the pain, when you be able to jump off the fist, and for you to be able to jump off the top of buildings out into the street in front of a Times Square in the old SmackDown franchise. And I want us to get back to that, because 2K seems like, throughout a couple of months, we get tired of it, and it's like, what can we expect next year? So if we don't have these things 2K next year, or anything that's groundbreaking, I'm gonna have to sit this one out a couple of years until we get it right. I mean, I can't sit up here and keep purchasing a game and it feel like it's nothing really changing, I feel like I'm not really giving the satisfaction guaranteed from my end as a consumer if I'm purchasing and spending my money to buy this game. So I'm not trying to sound like I'm ungrateful or nothing like that. I just expect the best from you guys, and I feel like right now, y'all ain't really not putting in as much effort, I feel like, as I know that y'all can. So I'm not trying to take nothing away from y'all, but I'm just not able to see any changes. I'm not seeing any changes, man. And I'm not really. It's not like I'm not excited, but I'm happy because we got some groundbreaking, some similar to some groundbreaking features, but at the same time, we're not. I'm not seeing, the full. I'm not receiving the full satisfaction, of excitement that I feel like that I should be seeing. So I feel like if we could have a Road to WrestleMania feel storyline and new backstage areas, small and shorten it up to where we can have, going to different locations instead of just being in one big space, to go into different rooms, different areas, different parts of the backstage areas, like the old SmackDown games provided. That'll be very groundbreaking, man. Fighting up the stair steps for the first time under each tunnel within the arena, leading us to the backstage, the upstairs portion, and a downstairs portion. And once you already upstairs, you get to go down the stairs, and it's gonna be like 2 sets of stairs. See, I already got this in my mind, y'all. So I'm seeing this, and I want 2K to be able to see this, because I can already picture this. Once you go up the tunnels, so each fight up the stair steps, each one of the tunnels in the arena that you choose, whether it's this side or that side, or in the back side or whatever. Once you get up there, you all gonna be in the upstairs portion, like I was stating early. You're gonna be the upstairs portion of the backstage areas, and it's gonna be new. You can have a WWE shop zone upstairs portion, right? So once you get down there, it's gonna be like a set of steps over here that you could take, or a set of steps on the other side. Once you walk down, it's gonna be like a set of steps on that other side that you can go down, or you can take an elevator. And if you go down the steps, it's going to be the lobby area. And there's going to be the entrance right here. And the lobby area going to be this one big space right here, that where you can have a concession stand where the fans can go, something like that. And maybe some bathrooms. And if you want to go outside of the arena through those doors, you should be able to free roam and do that as well. It's just little things. It's not nothing too much, because it's just the little things that I want that just add. That's all. That'll make it a blockbuster, groundbreaking WWE 2K25. And I didn't want to make this video too long. That's why I'm talking kind of fast. But my rise is cooking. And last but not least, speaking of my rise, I want 2K for 2K26. If they can, y'all do this, on top of what I'm saying, it'll sum up everything. Make the universe mode like the My Rise. Have that storylines, different backstage areas, just like that, and the promos and cutscenes. Out of here, man. Out of here. Groundbreaking. Out of here. Because I love what y'all did with the My Rise. And that's like one of the, other than the showcase, the My Rise is really keeping me in there, man. The My Rise is keeping me in the game. So, 2K, I ain't really asking for too much. I hope it's not asking for too much, but this is what can be a blockbuster, groundbreaking game that people could be talking about for years. Because I feel like, honestly, 2K25, it's some changes, but y'all at, I say right now, y'all at 70%. The other 30 can be with all I just named. Sensei Reality News, I'll let y'all later. Y'all know what it is. See y'all in the next video. One love. Peace.